It's good. This is good morning. Today's meditation this Wednesday is about how the field is always speaking. I have been working with signs for so long now. In fact, signs and synchronicities are, how I first started diving into my intuitive gifts. And today I'm going to talk to you about how you can connect with the signs more readily, and you can invite the field to bring the signs to you. But first I want to do a little bit of education around signs, synchronicities, how we co-create, and how the signs work. Okay, so today we're exploring something many of us have experienced, but many of us probably haven't understood them. Signs and synchronicities from the universe. I feel like we chose to come into this soul path. We are working through many different experiences on this plane in order to get closer to our God self. I really believe that. And I believe that we're not left alone, that we're given these signs, these Easter eggs, right? These hidden treasures that keep us going along the path. If you've experienced signs, please let me know. I think many of us have. They're undeniable, but the more that we connect to the signs, the more we get. There are meaningful coincidences. These can be repetitive numbers. I have a whole chapter in my book about what this looks like. And even since writing the book, my thoughts about signs have changed. When I yawn, or if I have like air move through, or if I burp, I'm clearing things. So don't mind me if you're doing that as well. So if a symbol keeps appearing, if you see an animal multiple times, especially an unusual animal, if a dream stays with you, if you are seeing repetitive numbers or have intuitive feelings, many people ask, like, how do I get a sign? How do I call them in? And that's what today is going to be about. It's going to be about calling in the signs. But the better question is, how do I become aware of the signs that are already present? Many of you know that I am very interested in the work in consciousness through the Monroe Institute. First of all, this is part of my initial training through the GATE program, where we would listen to meditations, and unbeknownst to me, we were learning to leave our bodies. But one experience, according to the Monroe Institute and studies of consciousness, might be interesting. But if you have multiple same signs or same messages coming through multiple places in the field, it's often validation. So I'm going to teach you in a meditation today how to call in those signs. So if you have a dream and then you have an intuition, or you have a conversation that aligns you with the dream, or a number and you look up the number and it means that, or if you see an animal, all of these things are multiple forms that the universe is trying to communicate with you. It's speaking in the language of resonance, which is different from human language, right? So that's why I want to teach you this method. You're learning to become coherent, to raise your frequency enough to be able to receive these messages. And when you over search, obviously you don't see them. They need to just come to you on their own. I found this week that I could ask for signs around a very specific issue in my life, and the signs were more specific. So if you're working with signs and you want to try that, you can, especially after I lead you through this meditation. So the question is, are you receptive to signs? The more you're receptive, the more you receive. And through breath, sound, awareness, and in intention, you're bringing more of those signs through. So ask yourself before we start this meditation, what am I being invited to see? What am I ready to recognize? What support is already available to me? So hold those questions lightly and think about an area in your life that you might want to receive signs, okay? So we're going to do our download of light first. Hold your intention in your mind. You may or may not have already chosen an oil. And as you breathe, just allow that perfect version of you just above the top of your head to shine down on you in the most adoration and love. I now joyously accept the fullness of my mighty God presence. I am a child of the light. I live in the light. I love the light. I am illumined, protected, supplied, sustained by the light, and I bless the light. And feel those blessings flowing over you in beautiful waves of top of your head and invite that light to move down into the brain now. Relaxing as this light begins to move across the tissues of the brain, washing the brain, becoming the water element. Pulling out old thoughts, old patterns, and replacing it with light, vibration, and love. Flowing and filling the brain so that you feel the fullness of this light expanding in your mind, moving into the back of the head, down the spine, feeling it become the brain fluid. More and more letting this light travel down the spinal cord, up and down, pulling out old wounds, replacing it with light. And as you continue to funnel this light into your body, allow it to move deeper and deeper into the cells. Feel the light now moving behind your closed eyes, opening your third eye, holding your closed eye gaze, looking up at the back of the third eye. And as you hold that energy there, feel the expansion of light moving into your temples, filling your nasal cavity, moving into the mouth, softening the back of the tongue. To move deeper and deeper into the cells as you let it fill the hollow at the base of your neck, awakening the throat chakra, moving the energy down around the heart, letting the heart receive this light, pulsing it through your body in infinite wisdom. Feel the heart become hot and alive with the vibration of this light. A beautiful expansion of vibration. And feel it flowing into the top of the abdomen. Continuing to move in behind the belly button. Feel a soft expansion within the belly itself as you move that light down into the base of the spine, holding that threshold of light, letting the torso fill with light, letting the upper body fill with light, letting the head fill with light, so that it's filled with so much light that it just pushes out any and all impurities. And then release that threshold and let the light move down the legs, into the knees, into the ankles, and out through the soles of the feet. Holding yourself in this field of light, we are now going to move into a place where we can start to call in signs and wisdom. Feel the vibration moving through you, allowing you to become the embodiment of this powerful present light, relaxing more and more. And imagine yourself standing on a beautiful pathway. With every breath, you are more present on this pathway. You can smell the smells so strongly you can almost taste them on your tongue. You can hear the sounds around you, whether they be music or birds or animals or the wind or the trees or water nearby. The colors are becoming more intense with every moment that you stay here. Let this path become more real in all its dimensions. Feel the air on your skin, feel the support beneath you as you walk this pathway more and more. And you notice a beautiful allow itself to reveal itself in whatever way is perfect for you right now. Notice how peaceful this place feels as you approach it. And there's wisdom in the air. You can feel it on your skin. This place of knowing, where guidance can be heard more clearly than anywhere else on this planet. You are in the place of knowing. A field of intelligence, of pure possibility. A field that is always available to you and full of love. Notice what you notice. Become aware of symbols around you, maybe on the structure or in the air, on the ground. Colors or words. Whatever you notice, let it come fully into view. You may even see shapes and animals. There is wisdom here. It is palpable. It is seen. Do not think about it. Just observe. You can even connect more deeply with feelings in this place. Invitations through this symbolism. Invitation in language through which you might not understand, but you feel. Invite a presence forward if you can. Bring a presence into this space. It might be a loved one, a light being, an ancestor, a guide, a healer, a teacher, a future version of yourself, or simply a feeling of wisdom. You can feel it on your skin. Whatever appears is perfect for you right now. Ask this presence, what am I being invited to notice? And then listen. Whatever comes will come. A feeling, a word, an image, a body sensation, a knowing. Just trust the first thing. Accept it as a gift and know it will continue to unfold long after today's meditation. And place this gift, this knowing, whatever it is, however it came through, into your heart itself. Anchor it into the heart space. Feel your body remembering the frequency, merging with your energy. Let every cell in your body rejoice and vibrate with this new frequency of wisdom. And the ripples moving through your body like a stone dropped in water. Just let it expand into every cell. And see this ripple effect moving outside of your body, moving into conversation, opportunities, life experiences, dreams, into music, unexpected moments, future events. You are becoming receptive to the signs that show you are on this new path, this new frequency. And before we leave this place, ask another question. If life were speaking to me right now, what would it want me to remember? Pause and receive and trust. Let the answer just come however it comes. Take a deep breath. Place your hands on your heart. Thank your guide, thank the field, thank your higher self, your beloved I Am presence. Invite it to continue communicating with you in your waking world through signs. Know that they will arrive in their perfect way, in a way that you understand best. Just remain open. And when you are ready, gently return your awareness to your breath, back into your body, back into this moment, carrying this frequency of guidance with you. The field is always speaking, always speaking. We are becoming receptive to the signs. I've been doing a lot of readings through the I Ching, is a really powerful way to do readings of the field, especially when I connect with the field regularly and I'm moving into meditations every night to stay connected. I think it would be really fun to do that, but I think what I'm going to do today, since I don't have my I Ching coins with me, is I'm going to do a rune drawing, which I love runes, sacred symbols and signs, and I now joyously accept the fullness of my mighty God presence. Okay. So the rune reading for today, oh nice. Okay. I think this one means joy, but I didn't have my chart ready, so now I have to look it up on my phone. But I think this is more just as fun as the cards are. When I do a drawing, I think we're connecting to the field. We're very connected. So I've already pulled it. I want to show you what this rune looks like so everyone can see. It came out like this, upright. And so what I do is I usually like to go to my chart to find what it means because I'm still learning. And it's called Othala, Othala. This is a powerful rune. It's about ancestral wisdom. But I think because this came up about the signs, I feel like it has a significant meaning. It did come out upright, which is important because it has a different meaning. According to my chart, it typically means heritage, what is truly important, birthright, ancestral energy. Spiritual inheritance, what truly belongs to you will come to you. Homecoming, legacy, the deeper root beneath your life is Othala. Well, so this one is about, today it was about remembering. It was about bringing much through the signs. It's not about acquiring or chasing, it's about remembering, and that's very much ancestral energy. So we were tapping into that ancestral knowing today. So since we focused on signs, Othala is a sign today that is not directing you towards something new as much as they are helping you remember something you already know. This could show up as feelings of familiarity today, recurring symbols that come up today, ancestral connections, memories resurfacing, deep inner knowing, a sense of I've always known this. The teaching of Othala is what is meant for you does not need to be chased. Your task is to recognize it, which fits really beautiful. We're not chasing the signs, we are becoming receptive to the signs, so that's actually quite perfect. The rune for today is the rune of belonging, ancestral wisdom, reminding us that sometimes the guidance we seek is not leading us somewhere new. It's leading us home to the truth that has been within us all along. So what wisdom is trying to return home through me is the question that we leave with after that drawing today. As always, what is a message for one is a message for all. If you had anything come through today and you want to share it, of course, we have this live group that we do today, but we also have our comments below. And then for those of you receiving this on Substack, thank you for your support and your donation to my monthly meditations. I hope this continues to bring wisdom and guidance to you through these beautiful little experiences we have together. I always create the meditations based on what messages I'm getting in my own life. And I've been working a lot on manifesting by connecting with the field, by going to the place outside of the story, which we are in right now, the story of our lives. I go into the golden light, the pre-story, the pre-embodiment space, and then to place what I want to create into that field, with the love and support of my beloved higher I am presence, God presence. And then I've been working on bringing that back into life through integration practices like walking, uh, meditations, and also breath work and singing bowls, aligning my frequency to that which I want to bring forward so that I can start to magnetize that. And I've got to say, my manifesting work I felt was locked in, before 18 months ago. And then my life situation really turned everything on its head. And I was like, okay, now I need to move into really understanding manifesting, and this being outside of the story, also letting go of the outcome and knowing that you're co-creating with source, and source might switch out some ingredients here and there to make this recipe that we're making together. It's a co-creation, always working for the betterment of you and I. And the higher that we are, in frequency, the more we can connect with the field, and the more we can start to see the signs in the field that we are making significant changes, that things are changing, that our manifestations are coming real. That's called the bridge of incidence. And by the way, the subconscious work that I do, the deep soul retrieval work that I do in private sessions, it is the subconscious work that needs to be done in order to co-create. We don't create from the thinking mind, we create from the subconscious. That's very important for people to know. That is the true director of our lives, the subconscious, the feeling world. And sometimes we're so caught in our story, we can't leave it long enough to get into the subconscious. However, we do get into subconscious work when we sleep. So focusing on something positive that you want to create, as if you are living in the end. It's already happened, it's a distant memory, it's already complete. That type of work before you go to sleep is some of the most powerful stuff you can do for manifesting. And once you practice it daily, you'll get to a point. It might take a month, right? It might take longer. It might take 6 days. It depends on how quickly you can get into the feeling state and how quickly you can remind yourself in your waking world to go into that feeling of relax, it's already done. I don't need to think about what I don't have because I already have it. Anytime you're thinking about what you don't have, you're basically telling yourself you don't have the thing that you have in your manifestation. So always looking for like, oh, I can relax. I already have that. I have the manifestation of that. I am so happy and grateful that that's already done. That's in my past. And now I'm having everything that I desire flow to me completely. So keep that in mind this week as you're working, and know that as you continue to do this work and you start to work on what you want to create and you start to live at the higher vibration, you start to heal the past, which is another part of it, by the way. Healing your memories, reframing the memories to know that they help to support and bring you to where you are instead of living in a place of pain. That's important because what you believe is what you create. And so whatever story we attach to is what dictates our future as well. So there are many layers to this, and I'm trying to kind of bring them through week by week for everyone. But this today is about the field, about the symbols and the signs that you are doing it correctly. Keep going. And tell me what signs you see this week. We've activated the signs, we've magnetized them, we've anchored in that intention. Tell me what comes through. I'm very interested. And of course, as always, have a wonderful week, a wonderful